Welcome back to the Roulette Room, where every session starts with a strategy, a bankroll, and one simple goal to finish ahead. Will today's spins beat the odds, or will the wheel have other plans? There's only one way to find out. Let's head to the table. And today on the table, we're going to be playing Romanovski. Romanovski is betting on a couple dozens and a couple corners simultaneously. And we're going to do a $2,000 bankroll system. Let me get my timer set up here. We're going to be doing a $2,000 bankroll system. Our opening bet is going to be $160 per bet. You can step this down plumb to I think you could do a $200 bankroll or a $400 bankroll system, and have $6 on each. Or even three. You could do a $200 bankroll system and have $3 on each dozen and $1 on each corner. But we are going to do a $2,000 bankroll system. We will have $60 on 2 dozens, and we will have $20 on 2 corners. Total bet $160. Start our timer. And let's see where it takes us. I used this one time in a casino, made about $300 or so. The thing with it is every time you win, you're going to hit $20. We're going to rebet and spin. You have, I think, 32 out of 38 numbers covered here. So, you do quite well whenever you're on a roll of winning. The problem is the recovery. We'll get to that. But, with 32 numbers covered, I believe that's what it is. 12, 12, 24, 8, yep. All right, so we're up $60 on the session. Doing quite well. That puts us up $80 already in 1 minute. Not too bad. All right. Let's see. Did we get that one? We did. All right. So right now you're up $100. Cash out, go home if you want to. I mean, why not? This is a good system to have a goal of, say, $200 for winning on. Oh, and there is the dreaded zeros. So now, see, you could have cashed out $100 and walked. We're down $60. So the way the recovery works on this, get our bets placed. We have 60, 60, 20, and 20. So you're going to double, which is 120, 120, 40, and 40. And you're going to add a unit, which is 20. 1, 2. 1, 2, and then it's up here. No. Actually, double and add a unit, so this goes to 60. So you have 60, 60, 40, and 40 because they're 20. Yeah. I about messed that up. Oh man, I hope we hit that. Shoo. That was scary. Alright, so back to zero. Kind of crazy to risk that kind of money. I may be wrong on how that bet worked. 60, 60. Let's see. Let's do this. We'll switch those corners up this time. Kind of crazy to risk that much money just to win a few dollars, though. 160 for 20 is one thing, but... And I need to check. Boy, I'm glad I switched that. I need to check and see if that's the proper... If that's the proper way to bet on that. It worked that time, but I wouldn't guarantee it every time. We'll do a little research into some recovery methods on this one as time goes on in the future. All right, now we're back up to the 60 again. You can switch your bets up on each one if you want to. I just prefer leaving it the same. Up $80. See if we can keep going with this streak. All right, things are looking good. Now here's where things went south there a minute ago. All right, we're up 100. We're going to rebet with the 160. All right. If we can stay away from those zeros. All right, so far, a little over 4 minutes in. Currently up $140. If we can win right here, this will put us up 160, which we did. So now if we lose, we're just back to zero. We're not trying to recover. All right. And that's kind of what you want. If you see now we're up $180. Win right here, you've got a $200 night in a matter of 5 minutes. There you go. $200 night in 5 minutes. Go to the house. That's how I see it. I mean, get your money, get in there and get out. But for the sake of this, we are going to keep spinning for 15 minutes just to get a nice long-term testing here. All right, things seem to be going well. There should be 220. Oh, we're going to stay on our 10s. I'm going to rebet at 160 and spin. Up 220 for the night so far. There's another win. Glad I moved those numbers around. All right. All right, we're going to rebet at 160 and spin. Up 240. Hit that zero. Well, one thing about it is we're still up $80. And after putting some thought into it, so we're going to rebet, we're going to double, and we're going to add a $20 unit to everything. I think is how that's supposed to be. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's double it, add a unit, which we're doing $20 units. We'll see. Yep, that's it. That's how you do it. All right, so I ended up being a win. We're still up $20. Now we're back to 60 here. 60 here. We'll go back to our normal 20, our 20, and we'll spin. I need to do some research on that. Thank y'all for bearing with me. Glad I switched that again. All right. Up 120. Rebet. Spin. About 7 minutes left. Yep. Good, good. I enjoy playing roulette a lot. Just wish we all had infinite money to go to really enjoy it in the casino. It really gets a good feel there. But the simulator's fun. You know, let you test things out for pros and cons. You know, scratch an itch that you can't scratch sometimes if you can't get to a casino, or if you don't have the money to go. This system is working very well today. We're up $200 now. Like I said, you get up $200, grab it and go. I mean, that's a no-brainer. That is a no-brainer. Don't take the chance on, call that a win over a casino, because right there, the dreaded zero, it comes to get you. So see, now we're only up 40 bucks. So we got a rebet, we double, add a $20 unit to each one. And spin. So a $400 gamble here for not much money. Imagine hitting a zero again. So we did get that, but $400 gamble for a $20. It makes no sense. I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Back to our 60, 60, 20, 20 for 160 bucks. A little over 5 minutes left. That 13 black it's popping tonight. 2 in a row, and I remember one before. Up $80 so far. All right, there's a number 6. Yep, good thing I left that. All right, I'm gonna rebet and spin. Y'all tell me in the comments where you're from, where your local casinos are. I'd love to have some conversation there. There's a good $20 win. Up 120. Maybe we can sell in the last 4.5 minutes here without any losses. That would be really nice. All right. We would really love to hear some other systems that we can put on the channel in the simulator here that we can all talk about all the time. Ready to learn some new systems. Something I like Romanovski a lot. The downfall is the recovery, because you're risking so much money for so little profit. And see, now we're getting wiped out to where our session win is back to a break even. And it's just, like I said, in a real world scenario, you take your money and you run, and some people are going to go and, if you're not at session profit, they're going to say, hey, well, you need to keep rebetting and spinning until you're in session profit, but you're risking $400 for a $200 win. You might not get it. However, when you hit those over there, that was a 140, so that was really good. Wow. Oh, I guess. All right, so that right there explains a lot. The reason it's that high. Is that unit should have been a smaller. That should have been a smaller increment rather than. There we go. Okay, we're getting this figured out now. See, I like being able to learn this a little bit with you. All right, so let's go back to normal. 60, 60, 20, 20. We'll switch it up. About 2.5 minutes left. I'm sorry that I don't know 100% on the recovery method. That there worked out really well, but it shouldn't have been that much. So that helped us a lot. All right, we're up 180. 2 minutes left. See if we can sell off with no losses here. All right. There's a win. I'm going to rebet with 160 and spin. Up 220. Y'all correct me on the proper method on the recovery. That's something I need to dive into. Apparently I have forgotten that part. I just know that if you double it, it doesn't bring you back into session profit the way it needs to, I believe. So you have to add that extra unit. We're doing good. Just over a minute left. Handful more spins. It'd be nice if we could not have any losses. Up 280. This right here puts at 300 if we can hit it. I believe it hit. Yeah, we got a win. Look at that. $300. $300. All right, so we're at $300 for the session. We're going to rebet and spin. Let's hope for a win. Hope for a win. There we go. All right, so $20 win there. Puts us up 320. This is going to be our last spin. If we lose, it cuts us in half. If we win, we're at 340. All right. So there was our last spin of the night. Session win up $340. Y'all correct me on the proper recovery or a good recovery process in the comments there. It'd be greatly appreciated. I think we did good. I like that a lot. Up $340. I like that a whole lot. Well, anyways, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let us know some stuff down in the comments. We really like that. Check out some of our other videos. You'll see linked here at the end. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.